Ashes are a sign of a pre-existing being or form reduced to its most basic form. Ashes are a reminder of what was before, of our mortality. Reality begins to sink in when we observe ashes and imagine the violent, fiery event that reduced an object to its most basic form, ashes. It is through humble reflection on what was and what is now that provides context to our lives. A brief pause for introspection allows us to look deep within ourselves and ask ourselves the tough questions. Where do I stand? Before myself, my family, and above all, before God. Being reminded of our mortality takes us back to our beginnings, and then looks forward to redemption. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. Ashes serve to make real our mortality, inner fragility, and poverty, and reveal the need for being rescued, being saved. A humble disposition of an open heart guides us to purge all obstacles that impede our spiritual growth. For in Him we live and move and have our being. Humility opens the doors to repentance and forgiveness, and detaches us from the things that get in the way of our spiritual and personal growth. As we prepare for Lent, let us reflect on the meaning of ashes in our lives, and recognize that in the transience of this life, there is hope. Let us not be afraid to face those obstacles that keep us from doing God's will and loving our brothers and sisters, so that from the ashes, we will rise as a new person, transformed into His image. St. Paul views the ashes not as the end, but as the beginning, when he writes, "I appeal to you therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." Let this be our hope and prayer during this holy season of Lent.